Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Make it yours too. Today's episode number 389 of the Level program and day number 99 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue-collar craps style of play. We're going to continue on with the Level Up Challenge today. We have a starting bankroll of $17.56. Our win goal is $237. So if you hit that $237 mark, make sure that you put in the chat that you made goal for the day so you can go to the cage and hopefully cash out all that fake money. So ultimately, our goal bankroll by the end of today's session should be at $19.93, which is just shy of that 2,000 mark. On the YouTube side of things, we got Jerry Mitchell checking in number 1, followed up by Ken from New Hampshire, Jerry Mitchell, Wattage Live Craps, Lazy Dog, Chris from Dice Degen, Kevin Scott, and we got Jeff and ND, as well as Ron from California Craps Club, and Bill K. Good morning to everybody. Make sure you jump in on Crapsee, click that live tab, and I'll bring you over to the Crapsee table that we're using today. And I do have the turbo mode clicked on. So I'm on my way home from work this morning, and I look at the temperature of my car, and it's 65 degrees in Wisconsin today. Comfortable. You can keep this year round. That is my temperature, 65 degrees. That'd be perfect. But let's get started. We got 9 people on Crapsee. You got 11 people watching. We got 11 likes already. So I appreciate everybody giving that thumbs up early on in the show here, and we'll go all bet set. We'll see if we can reproduce what we did yesterday. Yesterday we had 60-some rolls, and of those 60-some rolls, I think it was 64 rolls, we had 4 craps numbers. All the rest of them were either a 7 or a box number. So we threw between the 6s and 8s, I think we threw like 30-some 6s and 8s total between the two of them. But, 6-2, 6-4 is our dice set, and dice out. Looking for a point shooter number 1. And we got a 2-6-8, the Duracell 8. So we're going to continue on with that 8 trend, hopefully. So let's mark the point of 8. And that is Duracell 8. He says go out, support free live content. And give that thumbs up, he says. So that is entered on that. Let's get it entered on this. Make sure everything's working. And everything appears to be working. So we're going to go 110 on the inside. Good morning, Ada. So 110 on the inside to start. $25 on a 5 and 9. 30 on that 6 and 8. That was a single pitch away on a left die, primary on top on the right side. So single pitch of the dice ultimately. Safe result. And all bets set here. Dice out. Dice split apart when they landed. We got lucky. I know we didn't get lucky. I thought it was a 5-3, but it's a 5-2. So 0.7 out, short first roll. Again, like I said, they landed, they split apart, which is not what I'm looking for. Looks like a 5-3 from where I was standing. I was going to say that was a Buckeye buckshot, but unfortunately it was not. Damn it. 6-2, 6-4. Yesterday, the longer we went, we actually went through 9 shooters yesterday. It took a little bit for me to get into the groove of things, but 2 of the last 3 shooters were double digits. That last one was 19 rolls long. The third from last shooter was like 12 or 13 rolls. So we finally got in the groove towards the end, and that's where we made all of our money. We're down by $400 or $500 going into that last shooter. We made all that back. Plus, we made goal yesterday of like $200-some. So we'll go all bet set here. Looking for a point. Shooter number 2. So we made like $600-700 just on that last shooter alone. That was a 19 roller. Dice out. And that right die bounced back on us. We got a 4-6-10. That is Waylon's best friend, Wayne at N, Daddy Joe. So it's marked the point of 10. And we didn't even throw that many of those yesterday. I think we threw only like 3 10s the entire day. But it's going to be primary on top on the right side. It's going to be an explosion on the left side. And again, we're going to go 110 on the inside. And hopefully we won't lose money right away on this one. Hopefully we extend the row like the first shooter we had. So let's go all bets set and dice out. Shorter in the landing zone, we got 314. That is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So we're on the sister number from the 10. And again, we didn't throw too many we threw about 4 4s yesterday, I think it was. But we didn't throw in any hardly until towards the end. We threw a couple, I think we threw one Big Joe, and then the rest of them were all hard 4s, Nat. So 6-2, 6-4. And that 4 was no help for us since we're only on the inside numbers at the current moment. 14 people on Crapsee. You get 17 people watching, and dice out. So sure in that landing zone again. This time we got a 4-5 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. So that'll be our first box hit for the day. And again, that's going to be an explosion on that left die, implosion on the right dice. So that's a drift the left of the dice. So that's both dice off axis. And we are going to go to $40 on that 5 and $40 on a 9. That's an increase of 3 units on each of the numbers. So basically taking what we earned and putting it right back up on the table there. We'll call it all bets set. Dice out. Dice spin part when I lift my fingers just slightly. We got a 4-2-6. That is a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. And that's going to allow us to pressure that 6 and 8 up to $48 each. So now we have all the inside numbers pressed up. And the next inside hit will give us actually a bit of a profit on this one. So thank you for the reminder there, Lazy Dog, to play along with me. Just jump on crapsee.com and click on that live tab, and that'll bring you right to the live table. I gotta lock in the 6 and 8. There you go. So we have $48 on the 6, $48 on the 8. We got 40 on the 5 and 40 on the 9. And we'll call it all bet set. Again, we're going to stick with the 6-2, 6-4 dice set. Last one was a double explosion. So both dice off axis again. And that's not something that's normal for me. Normally one dice off axis is a normal roll for me. So both dice off axis for the last 2 rolls is not a normal sign. Dice out. And dice did cross on us. We have a 2-3-5, the Justice 5. So we got out of the shooter and we made some profit back from the last one there. So it's just single pitch away on that left dice, single pitch towards us on the right dice. So that's a double pitch of the dice. Just kind of a warning sign for me. But we'll stick with the 6-2, 6-4. The double pitch, remember, 2 of the 4 combinations is the bad number here. So good morning, Craig, checking in on YouTube. And we're going to bring our bets down, and we're going to jump right to step number 5 right away. Since we had all of our numbers pressed up, that gives us enough to go to 96 across here. So we have 126 brought back to the rack, 96 on a table. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. 527. So we got onto the shooter just in time. And that one actually felt comfortable coming out. It did bounce a little bit too far from the back wall, but not too bad. Actually looked pretty good overall. And that is a warning sign here, so we're going to keep an eye open on that. So that was a slippage towards us on that left eye, explosion on the right eye, which is for the cousin one set a warning sign. 6264. This is shooter number 3 coming up. So we had a 2 and a 6. So again, no line bets for me. We'll go all bets set here. Dice out. We made $30 on that last shooter. So we're down $60 for the day. No. $80 for the day. Dice out. And we got a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. So let's mark the point of 6. So if you guys haven't heard, they have the date set for the Crafts for the Cure. It is going to be the weekend of October 19th. He's unsure if it's going to be a Friday, Saturday show or if it's going to be a Saturday, Sunday show. But I believe we can start booking our flights and all that stuff. And he's still working on confirming the hotel or the casino itself. So we're waiting for word on that. And we're going to go 110 on the inside again. And all that's set. So I'm excited about that. So probably this weekend or next week sometime I will look for tickets from probably Milwaukee down to Vegas. Peace out. And we got a 5-5 hard 10, the Old Bay Bushel. So that's going to be no help for us. Oops. I had it in the wrong freaking dice set. I put a 6265. That's what I was thinking. I don't know what that was all about. 6264. There we go. 5-5 hard 10. So that was a sleep towards us and an implosion. 1 dice off axis, which is normal. 6264. That was no help for us, though, unfortunately. And this weekend, Saturday and probably Sunday, I will hopefully be working on that table build, and I will hopefully get that video within the next week or two. I said that video is about 2/3 of the way done. I just have a couple more things to film and then do some edits on before we get that video out. So probably be next week sometime before the next video comes out on that. We'll go all bets set here. Peace out. Looking for inside numbers. Again, they kind of bounce kind of weird off the back table. We got to get our dice to settle down a little bit. But we got a 2-6-8, the Duracell 8, which is a repeat dice result, but I don't like the way they reacted off the back wall. So that was not normal that way. But we're going to be able to pressure that 6 and 8 up to $48 each. Good morning, Trampy. Again, 6264. The last one was a single pitch of the dice, single pitch away on the left, primary top on the right. Watched another video from Brian from Holy Roller. He did a walkthrough of Cabo. I believe that him and his wife are there on a cruise right now. So Cabo, I believe, is where they're at. And it's kind of a neat little video. They have like about a mile to mile and a half loop around the bay or the port area. So dice out. Wow, that left eye just stuck. The right one took off on us. 1-5-6 KitchenAid mixer. And that's going to be a winner 6. And it's also going to get us out of the shooter here, so that's nice. So that way we are 4 rolls in. We're past that break-even point, so we're going to be able to jump over to step number 3 now once we get a new point established. So we went to step 5 right away on that second shooter because we had all the inside numbers pressed up. This time we only had that 6 and 8 pressed up, so we only can go to step 3 now instead of step 5 right away. Sticking with the 6-2-6-4 dice set. The last one was a double pitch on the left side, implosion on the right side, 1 dice off axis. Safe result. And all bet set, dice out. Again, the dice split apart just a little bit when you left the fingers. And we got a 3-4-7 on the come out, so that's going to be a pass line winner, a natural. I don't like seeing that, but I will accept it at that time. I know yesterday with all of the box numbers that we rolled, and we rolled probably all 64 throws, I would say at least 53 or 54 of them were box numbers. But our BSR was only like 5.6 or something like that, even though we threw so many box numbers, but we had 9 sevens yesterday. So that kind of screwed that BSR number up a little bit, which kind of sucked because I was expecting my numbers to go up on the BSR and they actually dropped. And I'm like, holy shit, for all the box numbers that we had yesterday, it was just unreal. But we'll go all bet set here, dice out. Again, we're on shooter number 3. We're looking for a point. And a dice rolled to the left a little bit. We got a 1-5-6 KitchenAid mixer again. So let's mark that point of 6 again. And we got to make sure that our wrist is not twisted when we release those dice. So we're going to pull our bets down. And then we are going to go with 24 on the 6, 24 on the 8, 20 on that 5. We'll go $15 on the field. And now the next 2 rolls will just start spreading across. So we'll put 15 on the 9 after the next roll, and then on the 4 and 10 after that. And then we'll be at 96 across again. So and I'll probably be in a situation, if we get to that 96 across, where I might consider pulling my money down because that'll put us at that bankroll, certain bankroll. If I took everything off the table right now, we'd be up $11. So that kind of puts things into perspective. But let's go all bet set here. Dice out. 6-2-6-4, cousin 1 set. Dice landed and they crossed on us. We got a 5-4 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So that'll be a winner on that field. That was not a normal dice landing, if you will. Normally what happens is they'll cross after they hit the back wall. This time they crossed before they even hit the back wall, so that's not a good sign for me. 6-2-6-4. Yeah, but that was a double pitch of the dice there. So we're gonna put $15 on that 9. We'll call it all bet set. 22 people on Crapsee. 19 people watching on YouTube, so hopefully some of the Crapsee people will come over to the YouTube channel, support that side of things. And they sucked. And we had a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce, so that'll be another hit on that field. Like I said yesterday, we only threw 3 11s and 1 ace 2, so the magic aces, and that's all the craps numbers that we threw yesterday. So we actually threw almost as many craps numbers today. Well, we got what? No, we only got 1, I guess. I guess not that many. I thought it was more than that. But anyway, that'll pay out in that field. So we're gonna bring our bets down, and we'll go 96 across. So let's get $15 on 4, 5, 9, and 10, 18 on that 6 and 8. And if we lost everything, we would be down $55 for the day. But if we pulled everything off the table right now, I would be up $41 for the day. So let's go all bet set and see if we can get a little bit of trend betting going here. 6264 is the dice set. And dice out. And I'm really looking for repeatability today. We haven't seen it yet. Not like yesterday, at least. Here we go. And we have 325 Justice 5. So we have some repeat dice results, but not as often or as many as I had yesterday. So hopefully we can, like I said, settle in as we go here. But that's going to be a little bit of money brought back to the rack. We'll put a little bit back on the table. So we'll make that 5 look like a quarter. Bring that to 25. So 142 brought back, 106 on the table. 6264 is the dice set. And like I said, if you make goal, make sure you put in the chat that you made goal. Let everybody know that. Dice out. 19 likes, 17 people watching. That's awesome. Here we go. They landed really tight together. We have a 2-2 hard fuzzy 4. 2-2 is going to cruise with Brian from Holy Roller. So that one we actually get paid on because we do have money on that too now. And that is a hard way result. That's going to be a single pitch away on that left side. That's going to be an exposure on the right side. So 1 dice off axis. Let's make that 4 look like $25. We'll make that a buy bet. 169 brought back, 116 on the table. 6264 is the dice set. Cousin one set. And all bet set. Dice up. And we have a 325 Justice 5 again. So it looks like 5 is going to be an early favorite for a number here today. And that's going to allow us to pressure it up $35, I believe. So that's our next progression. We do have a shooter. We have a double-digit shooter finally. So $35 on that. If I lost everything on the table right now, I'd be down $2 for the day. If I took everything off the table, I would be up about $124. So we're currently only $113 away from goal. 6264. We pound that 5 a couple more times. That'll get us to goal really fast. So all that set. They saw. It's a quiet day in the chat today. The short and landing zone again. We have an ace deuce, Alfredo sauce. The dice did cross on me. Whoops, that was an ace deuce. 1, 2, 3 craps. Not a 1-5. It would be nice if it was a 1-5, but it's not. All we need is magic aces to hit that small. So yesterday, 64 rolls. We had a 19 roller. We had a 12 or 13 roller. We did not throw a single tall or a single small yesterday. And again, that was basically because we were not hitting any of the craps numbers. We were all hitting pretty much the inside numbers. The 5, 6, 8, and 9 were the majority of the numbers yesterday. At 6-2, 6-4, we'll go all bet set. Days out. Ooh, both dice landed and they kind of flew off to the left. They kind of took a crazy bounce off the table. 2, 6, 8, Duracell 8. And that's going to allow us to go to $30 on that 8. And either way, we're going to be in profit for the day. So let's keep it going. See if we can make goal. 6264. And that's that. We are $92 away from goal. And another 628. That right one bounced back a little ways. So that's going to be a nice little hit for us. So we're going to go to $42 on that 8 now. 260 brought back to rack, 150 currently on the table. 6264, and now is one dice off axis again. Primary on top on the left, exposure on the right. And dice out. So we have 4 6s, 4 8s, 2 9s, 2 10s, 3 5s, 2 4s, 2 3s. Nothing on the extreme outsides. Dice out. See if we can get a primer in the bottom here. That'd be kind of neat. They split apart. Let's regroup them. And that is a 617. Ouch. All I needed was like 2 more hits to get to that profit goal for the day. But we did. We are above starting bankroll now. Even with that loss, we lost $150 off of that. That's how much we left on the table, but we made a profit of $110 on that shooter. So our current bankroll is at 1786. So we are up $30 from where we started at in the beginning of the day. So we made that first shooter that we lost, that $110. We made it all back now. And now we're gonna swing for that win goal. Thank you, Trampy. So that was a 15 rower, 39 row quality points. So that was mediocre quality. Could do better. That would be nice. But we'll go about set here and dice out. I'm having a hard time getting my fingers positioned on the dice today. They just don't feel comfortable, if you will. I pulled that one a little bit, but we got a 459, hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. Let's mark the point of 9. So that's not going to be a normal result. So I'm not going to really analyze that one too much because I held on to the dice just a split second too long, and they went into the hook, to the corner of the table. But again, we're going to go 110 on the inside. Stick with the 6264. And we'll go all bet set here. Dice out. Let's see if we can reproduce that last roll. Dice did cross on us, another 325, just as 5, so that's nice. And that's going to allow us again to go to $40 on the 5 and $40 on that 9. And then that was a drift right of the dice. So that was both dice off axis. We've been throwing a lot at both dice off axis today, which is not normal for me. But anyhow, $40 on that 5, $40 on that 9. It's like increase of 3 units on each bet. Stick it with the 6264. If we keep on having both dice off axis, that's actually a good thing because there is no sevens on both dice off axis. So for what it's worth, dice up. Again, trying to get comfortable with that grip today. For some reason, I don't know if it's a little sticky down here in the basement, so I don't know if it's my fingers are sticking together or what. It's a little short on the landing zone. And we got a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. And that's going to allow us to go up on that 6 and 8 now. And that one, I don't like the way the dice went down there, so I'm not going to analyze that one too much because that was not a normal repeatable throw, hopefully. Although I will take that result of an 8. And we're going to go to $48 on the 8. We'll go to $48 on that 6. Now we're pressed up all the way on all the inside numbers. So once we get another inside hit, we'll be able to go step 5 right away. We can skip step number 3 and 4. 6, 2, 6, 4, dice out. And we have 2, 3, 5, justice 5 again. So that is a dominant dice result for the day. Either 2, 3 or to 3, 2. Again, single pitch way on the left side, as well as a single pitch towards us on the right side, double pitch of the dice. That's be enough to pull our bets down. We'll go 96 across. 126 brought back to the rack, 96 on the table. 6, 2, 6, 4. That double pitch is a kind of a warning there, so we want to be careful with that. Make sure that I'm not pushing with my thumb. If we lost everything, we would be up today from starting $60. And we'll go all bet set here, dice out. Ooh, that right one jumped up and over. 145 trucking camper. Again, not hopefully a repeatable dice throw. But I will take the results. It seems like the energy is good today. Seems like my landing zone for the most part is good. But it seems like the dice, when they're coming off that back wall, are catching the layout today for some reason. Not like normal, but that was a 5. So we're going to go to $25 on that 5. 147 brought back to the rack, a 106 on the table. 6, 2, 6, 4. And we'll go all bets set here. Dice out. 25 people on Crapsee, 21 people watching on YouTube. Kind of a slow day today. Dice out. And we had a 6, 4, 10. That time our left eye took off on us from the back wall. So again, I'm not really sure what I'm doing differently today with the dice that they're coming. So they're either stopping immediately off the back wall or they're violently thrown off the back wall and catching that little layout. Kind of weird. But we're gonna go to $25 on that 10. We'll make that a buy bet. And I'm $33 away from goal. So it'd be nice to hit either that 10 or that 5, and we'll get to goal then right away on this next roll. If we can do one of those two numbers. I'll bet set here. Dice out. And we got a 1, 3, 4, the Big Joe Raps Master Journey. And that one, again, similar landing zone, similar energy, but the dice came down, they kind of landed, it kind of spun at the back there. So Trampy's asking where my ideal landing spot. I'm trying to land the dice right in this area right here. And that is about on this table, about 10 inches from the back wall. Remember that I have a semi-bouncy table, and I've had Coach Joe come over to my house already. Brian Fliegel's been here, and they can both confirm that this is a semi-bouncy table. So this is the area that I'm trying to get. So if it gets in here, it's a short. If it gets past this line right here, then that's a little bit long. Now I used to throw it so it's right up tight against the back wall. But that kind of is a little bit of an explanation there of where I am at. We're going to go, that was a 4, so we're going to make that 4 look like $25 as well, make that a buy bet. 201 brought back to the rack. We have 126 on the table. And we'll go bet set. So hopefully that answered your question there, Trampy. And every table's different. If it's a hard table, I try to get closer to that back wall. If it's a really bouncy table, I might pull my my landing zone back into this area if it's a really bouncy area table, and that's about 1.5 to 2 feet away from the back wall. And there's a table down in Dubuque where I play, where I have to do that. Otherwise, the dice just fly all over. And here we go, dice out. And we have a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. And that should be enough to make go. Let's get this entered in here and we'll see. Anybody else make go yet today? So that put me, if I took everything off the table, that puts me at $15 over goal. So we're going to take everything down. And let's just put $15 on that field and see what happens. So if I lost everything, I would be exactly at goal right now. 6264. Now let's go fingers crossed that we get a field number so we can pick up 2 numbers there. All bet set. So Travis saying it'd be interesting to see where I'll land on a new table. The table that I'm building, guys, just so you know, I have a layout that was donated to me, and it's a kind of a rubberized back layout. So if I have to guess, I'm gonna have to land it back a little bit further from the back wall because of the bounciness of what I think that layout's gonna be. So dice out. And we have a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. That is perfect. So that field will pay off for us, and we'll be able to pick up 2 numbers now. So 6264. We have a 2-1-3. I'm fine with that. So let's take that $15 on the field. Let's put that on the 5. Let's take the 15 we just won. We'll put that on the 9. So we'll pick up the 5 and 9 for now. See if we can just start making money from here. If we lost everything, we'd be exactly at goal for the day. If I took everything off the table, we'd be $30 over goal for the day. So anybody else make goal? If you did, put it in the chat here. And we'll go all bet set here. Dice out. A little bit long, a little bit to the right. We got a 3-2-5, Justice 5. That is awesome because that is 1 hit here we'll get now. And we're going to take 15 or 18 of that 21 we just won there. And let's pick up the 6 or 8. What should we do? They're both hit the same. So let's pick up that 6. So we've got $15 on the 5, $15 on the 9, 18 on that 6. 6264. Now last roll was a double drift right again, both dice off axis. Again, not normal, but I will accept that today. And let's go all bet set here. Dice out. So we're not seeing, other than the 3-2, not seeing a lot of repeat dice results today. Not like we were the last 2 days in a row, at least. And we got a 5-3-8. I pick up the wrong one, damn it. But that is the grade 8. That'll be our first grade 8 for the day. And the roll continues. Again, another double-digit shooter today. 6264. That 8 did nothing for us. So let's go all but set here. 29 people on Crapsee pulling along. Ooh, that right one jumped up and out. 134, Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. That'll be no help for us. Again, I'm not going to analyze that one because was not good action off the back wall. So again, I'm getting a semi-consistent landing zone. I'm getting decent energy off the dice, but they're coming off that back wall very erratically today. Very unpredictable. Normal for me, but good morning, Mel. So we'll go all bet set here and dice out. Dice before I move my fingers, and that is going to be the end of the roll. 3, 4, 7. 7 ouch. Okay, we're going to go at least one more shooter. If hopefully that's all we'll have to do today. And I am at goal, but I'm gonna risk it. Actually, $3 over goal for the day here. So that is awesome. So Jeff and ND, he got goal. That's awesome. Thank you for the compliment. But we're gonna go up and we're gonna try doing a little bit of betting here again. I know that normally what I would do in a casino is I'd go cash out, go to cashier and cash out right away, and then call that probably the day there. But we're up $240 for the day, which is definitely a goal. We're gonna shoot down here. We'll go no line bets, all bet set. And I'm gonna do one more shooter's worth. See if we can get some fun money out of this. And dice out. And we have a 639 center field 9. Let's mark the point at 9. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go with the iron cross and take 2 hits with that iron cross and just use that for profit, fun money, and we'll just take our money down right away then. So that way every number will give me something, hopefully. So let's go 15 out of 5. We'll go 18 on it, 6 and 8. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll go 15 on that field. So just a basic iron cross here. And then hopefully we'll have 2 field hits right away. Perfect if we can get an ace. Aces are midnight. That's really good. We only need 1 shooter. One roll. 6, 2, 6, 4. And dice out. Yeah, we had a 639 center field 9, so that's perfect. So that will be hit number 1 for us. And that was a winner 9, by the way. So that was a Buckeye buckshot. So we're going to take that field down and we're going to turn all of our box numbers off. $15 profit for the shooter. So we're up $18 for the day. Above goal. 6264, looking for a point. Good morning, Ben is checking in. Wow. Hello, Ben. He never gets to check this live, he says, and that is correct. But they sucked. Have to make a trip down to you one of these days, my friend. Ben is in the Madison area. And we have a 325 again. So let's mark the point of 5. That is the Justice 5. Which is our dominant number for the day here. 3-2. We have 8 5s thrown today. And I think only one of them was a 4-1. All the rest of them were either 2 3s or 3 2s. Again, 6 2 6 4 is the dice set. And again, we're going to go $15 on that field bet. As well as 15 on 5, 18 on 6 and 8. We'll get the second hit here, and then we'll bring our bets down. We'll just play with that extra $30 then. Unless we can get midnight or aces here, that'd be nice. Let's hope. And we got a 4-2-6. That is a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. Threw a couple of those today, not many, but a few. That's just going to be a $6 profit there. So let's take our bets down. We'll play with what we got there. So we have $24 to play with here. So we'll bring our bets down, and I'm just going to go $18 on the 8. We'll just play the 8 out, see what happens, see if we can start spreading across from there. And that'll still put us above goal by $6 for the day. So nice out. So still a little bit of money on the table, not much, just kind of playing around, doing more of a shooting practice here than anything. And we have 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. It's going to be a single pitch away in that left die. And a double pitch on the right dice, so single pitch on the dice. No hum press. 6-2, 6-4. I've had mixed results, Trampy. I'm either been Trampy said cross sixes have been a pretty good set for me, or pretty good for me. I've been either really good with them or really sucky with them. There's no in between for me, it seems like. But we'll go all by sets here. Yesterday and today, we've obviously did really well with this cross sixes. The 2 days prior to that, we couldn't do shit with them. And then the 3 or 4 days prior to that, we did really well with them. So kind of a hot or cold set for me. Slightly short in that landing zone. And we got a 3-5-8, the grade 8. So that is awesome because we actually had money on that 8. So 21, 24, so that puts us up $47. Pick up that 6. I was tempted to even just take it down and use all the profit on the next shooter. But this will hopefully be our last shooter for the day here. We'll see how it goes. All bets set. Dice out. We have 42 rolls for the day so far. 6-2, 6-4, the cousin 1 set. Dice out. And we got a 2-5-7. So shit, I should have kept that money for this next shooter. But anyhow, that's going to be the end of that roll, and we'll go one more shooter here. This will be our last shooter coming up. And that was a 5-2 Bruce. Do not become shark bait. Good morning, Dan. So he says, so you were thinking that no matter what the results are random. I will tell you this. I have today, the 3-2 is a strong number for me, but if you watch the last 2 days, I've been concentrating almost all my rolls. The majority of my rolls have been on one of 3 different numbers. Yesterday was the 6, 8, and a 9, I think it was. I was basically in all the inside numbers. Day before it was like the 8, the 7, and the 11 were majority of my rolls. I mean, so I've been concentrating are getting really close to the same results the last few days. Today's a little bit randomized a little bit, but we'll go all bet set here. Dice out. We made goals so far. We're over that 2,000 mark. 6264. But I will say that my ability to, other than some of the rolls today, my ability to throw repeatable dice results has really shown through in the last few days here. Again, that right die jumped up and over. We have 2, 6, 8, which we've thrown quite a few times today as well. So the 8 and a 5, I think, are 2 strong numbers for the day here. And 2, 3, or 3, 2, as well as the 6, 2, 2, 6 are the dominant dice result, roll results. And that 6, 2 has been very dominant quite a few times since we switched over to this cross 6s set. And that was the same pitch of the dice. And I'm done betting for the day. I've been cashing in that cage. So we'll just keep on rolling. And let's make this a super long roll for you guys. And just so you know, in about 13 to 15 minutes, John should be going live with his daily paycheck. So make sure that you support him on Casino Gaming Television as well. Dice out. Let's split apart just slightly. And we got a 4, 6, 10. We've thrown that a couple times as well today. And that is Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Big Ben. Single pitch weighing that left side, primary on top on the right side. Ultimately, single pitch of the dice. So we've thrown a lot of single pitches, a few double pitches, and then we threw more than normal both dice off axis today. So that is a trend that I need to watch. And with this cross 6s set or the 2V or 3V dice set, you roll both dice off axis, you're not going to get that 7. So that's actually a good thing as well. Good morning, J-O Dollar. So, and we'll go bet set. Did anybody else make goal yet today? We've had 3 people announce it, myself and 2 others. I know there has to be more than just us that made goal for the day. 6264, that's out. And we have another 268. There's sell 8. So between the 6226, 32323, those are the dominant dice results today. So is it random? I guess that's up for interpretation. I believe that I have some form of influence there. Good morning, George. Travis says you'll tell me after the roll. Too funny. So let's go all bet set here and dice out. I mean, you look at the numbers here, guys. I haven't thrown any 11s, 12s, or 2s today. And yesterday threw 4 11s, no 12s, no 2s, no 3. I threw 1 3 yesterday. So between yesterday and today, out of 120 some rolls, I've thrown a total of 5 3s, 5 11s, and no 2s, no 12s. I mean, so that shows you some level of influence as well. Dice out. And we got a 3 4 7. So that's going to be the end of the rolls for the day. Thank you, Kay Fisher. Appreciate the compliment. Oh, that was a come out 7. I'm sorry. We're going to keep on going here. Good morning, John. That was a come out 7 there. I didn't realize that. That was a Pennsylvania winner natural. So we're going to keep on. We're going to be able to extend this roll. What I was thinking there. Probably since I'm not doing any betting, that's kind of what it was. So, yep, Wattage says that will come out. Jeff Mendy says those come out. Michael says it's come out. Good morning, Michael. All bet set here. Dice out. John, I sent you a text yesterday. Make sure you checked it out. If you can get back to me sometime, that would be nice. Yeah, we have 3 5 8, the grade 8. Let's mark the point of 8. And again, if you guys didn't watch yesterday, make sure you check out yesterday's show. We threw an unusual amount of 6s and 8s yesterday. I think between the two of them, I think we threw like 35, 36 8s. That was almost 50% of the rolls. So that's not something you would normally see. So we were doing well yesterday. So David Brock is up 20% on all the shooters as well. Awesome. Congratulations. And they out. Oh, John just rolled me back. Okay. Thank you, John. And here we go. And we got a 2 4 6, the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. We threw a few of those earlier in the show today, but it was kind of cold on that. And they're back now. Again, that's single pitch away on both dice, primary on the front side. And we made goals. We're just rolling the dice out. We're not doing any betting at all. And we'll call it all bets out. We got 25 people playing at Crapsee, 26 people watching on YouTube, 24 likes. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can get those last 2 people to give us a thumbs up. And in fact, I bet there's more than just 2 people that did not do a thumbs up yet here. Dice out. Dice landed super tight, came up, and they smacked together and split apart. 1 6 7. And that is an ouch. So dice are super tight there. So that'll be the end of the rolls here. Let's look through our statistics for the day, as well as the black belt. But this is for the day here. And we had 6 shooters, a 2, 6, 15, 13, 7, and a 7. So 2 average, maybe 3 average rolls, 2 decent ones, 1 not so good. That was a 0.7 on the first one. Strong numbers today were the 3, the 5, and the 8. So that was, again, I focused on 3 numbers there. 3 numbers is what I've been getting the last couple of days as far as the strong numbers for the rolls. SOR today is 8.3. SRR is a 6.3. Box numbers, inside numbers are all up a little bit. 4s and 10s were just a little bit under expected. Come out 7s are low. Horns are low. Fields are low. Hardways were low. Let's look at our black belt statistics here. And this is through the end of yesterday. We had 4,357 throws on black belt with an SOR of 9.56, an SRR of 6.66, and a BSR of 6.65. So again, numbers aren't the worst. I would like to see them a little bit higher because we have our goals set pretty high on this black belt level and that. But I do appreciate everybody coming in here today. Bill did lose, so he must have been putting a dark side on me here. But it sounds like a lot of other people made go. That is awesome. But hey, thanks for joining in with me today. Hopefully, you guys do come back tomorrow. Make sure you check out Casino Gaming TV. John should be going live in about 5 minutes or so. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Be safe and be prosperous.